Hello, hello. I'm Arif Iqbal, and you're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako Arasaka at the Arasaka-sponsored Dashi Parade. Early accounts first reported that the assailants struck as the parade was in full swing. They overwhelmed and seized control of the Arasaka Heiress's parade platform. Fortunately, Arasaka's security forces, under the personal direction of Yorinobu Arasaka, quickly tracked down the abductors and
What is going on, everybody? We are currently live streaming here on the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody in America. It is America 250, the birthday of the bald eagle, of the founding fathers. I'm still in this whip that I stole last time that I played the game. I did find out the name of this, so we actually might buy this. Phone sounds a little weird, unless it's just this radio station. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's not it. No, I definitely think it's the mic. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that sounds a bit better. Okay. So I'm actually going to get out of this car. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it is America's birthday, America 250. Happy Independence Day. I'm not the biggest fan of European football, but I think Team USA is still in the FIFA World Cup. Not sure. I think they are, though.
A routine inspection has shown many have been corrupted with malware. Police experts have confirmed the identity.
But ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves, much to talk about. Much to talk about. We'll be live streaming here for a few hours, just chilling, hanging out. It is still pretty early here in Buffalo, New York. The fireworks have not started yet. It's still pretty early. A lot of firecrackers and a lot of those fountains, of course, but nothing too crazy going up in the sky yet, as it is still bright and early out there. The sun has not went down in the city of Buffalo. So I'll be streaming for next couple hours, and then I'm sure around most likely 7 o'clock, even though it won't be that dark. Once 8 o'clock hits here in Buffalo, the city will definitely be going to town on some fireworks and imported gunpowder. So let's go ahead and check out the stash here. I just want to take a look at something real quick. Where is my... Okay, yeah, so one of the interesting things about this build I'm currently using, or here we go, I do have a couple melee weapons. I do got the Sandevistan on it, but usually a Sandevistan is good for melee builds, which I'm not really going for too much here, but we do have the Sandevistan equipped from the last time we went to go check out the Ripper Dock. So I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go try to buy this car that I was checking out last time. Because I have no idea what the game did to my garage arsenal from the last time that I actually played. It could be because I'm definitely playing this offline. I don't have a PlayStation Plus membership right now, so it definitely could be because I'm playing offline and I don't have the PlayStation Plus membership. I'm not subscribed currently.
vehicles suffered damage.
So they're probably mad at me for that. They probably dislike that very much. Alright, the whip is still out here, which is nice. Look at this one, too. Baby girl's Audi. Alright, so we're gonna get in this. And I am definitely gonna buy this. I've never actually purchased a car in this game. So what I'm gonna try to do is find somewhere where we can go buy this real quick, maybe over here. So we'll go there. I'm hoping that once I go over here, it's just gonna give me like a list of options, like maybe vehicles that they have purchasable there, because I don't want to just get there and have it be like one fucking thing that I don't even need, or
we got a situation in Watson.
Anything I'm not even trying to buy.
What else is new?
So it would be nice
We'll
if
be right
like when I
there.
go over there, it's at least a couple options of what I'm trying to go for here. So since why do you just get in my fucking? Why do you just get in my way like that, buddy? And why is this dude hanging onto my car?
Suspect is still at large in the area.
What the hell?
Suspect has disappeared. All units on site continue searching the area.
Why is this person just chilling on my car like this? Baby girl, get off the whip. Let go. It ain't worth it.
All units in
The
the
hell?
area. Order has been restored.
Alright.
All units
So,
instructed to
since
return
we
to
were
patrol.
talking about not having the PlayStation Plus membership, people are very intrigued to hear recently that PlayStation has decided to call an Armageddon on all physical media that they once possessed and once tried to sell to the beloved fan base of Sony Entertainment. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I've never actually oh my god. I've never actually even went through this process, but I'm gonna fucking, we're gonna see what we got here. What the fuck? Okay, so we definitely want this. What the fuck? Bro, I'm just trying to scroll. Okay. Here we go. So this is definitely the one, the Ragnar. 38,000, we do got that. Your boy can afford that. I am big ballin' with the rapper money here in Cyberpunk 2077. I think we make the decision. Do we gotta change the color first? Oh. Is it just that? Is it just like that? I don't get any more options? I don't get no more options, I think, guys. Oh my god. Okay, 38,000. Emperor 620 Ragnar. This is definitely the one. This SUV is spacious yet cozy. Sports a suspension system made of cotton candy and teddy bears. Why waste time getting your ass oiled up at a massage parlor when this rig does the same job with less the mess? I mean, come on, guys. 38,000, let's do it. We will take that. We will take that. That is now ours. How do we access that? Okay, there we go. Yeah. And I'm going to favorite it as well. There we go. Okay. Nice. That was actually a better process than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a little more complicated than that. I'm happy that that wasn't too bad. So yeah, Sony recently has decided to just call an Armageddon on all their physical media. A lot of people upset about that. A lot of people are definitely upset about that. I don't blame them, because now the price of, if you do have like any PS5 games, maybe even ones before that, obviously the price of those are going to just become very rare and sought after. So now, like, games that you maybe could have bought for like $5 and $10 are now going to be 10 times that, 200, 300. Some games probably reaching the price range of about 500 plus. So it is crazy. It is crazy to think like that. I was one of the people who actually got a disc version of the PS5. So, and not a single game that I have on the PS5 is a disc. So, it was really more of like a Blu-ray kind of other physical media kind of decision. But at the same time, not going to be too many more PS5 games floating around that are going to be that affordable. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're definitely going to hit up some Cyber Psycho sightings. Let me take off this. Don't need to go to a Ripper dock. Well, we'll keep that on actually. Yeah, we'll keep gigs on. Cyber Psycho. Everything else is good. Okay, what do we got here? More gigs. Demons of War. Yeah, I mean, let's go check this out. Why not? We're here for it. So, Sony definitely not making a lot of people happy right now. Crazy thing is for GameStop is like they're literally gonna lose like 2/3 of their store. I don't know if it's just Sony right now or if Microsoft has also jumped on the bandwagon, but a lot of stuff nowadays just leaning more into that digital range. And of course we've all heard the news about GTA 6, which I'm probably not going to be buying anytime soon, but I think they're trying to, anybody who does pre-order or purchase the game is going to get swindled into some kind of subscription system. So, not sure exactly how that all works yet from Rockstar either, but all I know, guys, it's the 4th of July, 2026. This is our Independence Day live stream special. Thank you so much for checking out the channel, spending some time with me on the holiday here. Not doing any fireworks myself, haven't done fireworks in many of years. But I am spending some time with you guys to hang out and talk a little bit. How am I going to get up there? That's an even better question. How am I actually? Okay, I can go this way. What we got here? I also have a lot of upgrades on myself. Cybernetic upgrades that basically give me a lot of increased abilities for hiding behind cover and taking some shots when I need to. I'll give you guys a rundown of my cyborg enhancements in just a couple minutes here that I obtained from the Ripper Doc for a pretty penny. But I'm definitely gonna miss the days when it was midnight releases, and I don't know, man, it's something special about when we got to like go to video game stores and just look at that wall and pick something that was special to us or that had meaning to us that we were really interested in playing. It's definitely a new era. It's definitely a new generation that we're dealing with now, but for this 4th of July special, I really would have liked to play the new 007 James Bond game, Dying Light, but just couldn't afford it right now. I'm still kind of holding out a little bit here, spending some money. The next big game that I'm probably gonna play might not be until like my birthday. So, is this a guy we're looking for? But the next time I'm probably gonna play, you know, a big release or any kind of new title or anything is probably gonna be around my birthday. Because I really would have liked to play James Bond 007 for 4th of July, but again, just couldn't afford it right now. For my birthday, I'm thinking maybe Resident Evil 9 Requiem, or also a Silent Hill bundle would be nice, because I still have yet to play Silent Hill F, the all-Japanese version, and then Silent Hill Townfall, I believe, is going to be the new release. So if Konami decides to do some kind of a Silent Hill bundle, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Terrorist activity detected.
Oh, those are friendly.
Oh, shit.
Matt Leo. He does have a Sandevistan. He's got flashbangs and incendiaries. We got this. We got this. He's already thrown his grenades at me, but that's all good. He doesn't know I'm built like that. He doesn't quite know I'm built like that, chat. There he goes, throwing his grenades again. Yeah, he's getting fucked up. And he's dead.
Right. Let's see what's here.
Take his edge runner as well. And it was using the Nikomata. Tier 4 sniper, I mean, not bad. Is worth the 3,000, so. And purple rarity isn't too bad either, so we'll definitely take that. It's a pretty good song right now. But one thing I will talk about with you guys as well, I've recently been working at a restaurant here, close to me in South Buffalo. Really close, actually. It's about 10 minutes on the bus. A little more than 10 minutes on the bus on a bad day, but it's a restaurant called Ilio DiPaolo's. And Ilio DiPaolo, once upon a time, was a pro wrestler who moved from Italy down here to Buffalo, New York. Opened up a restaurant after he retired from pro wrestling. Ilio DiPaolo, his wife was a wrestling promoter, so they retired from the wrestling business and they pretty much opened their restaurant here in Buffalo, New York. And now, Ilio DiPaolo's son, Dennis, and his son, Ilio DiPaolo, they're both my boss now. So Dennis and Ilio DiPaolo are both my boss now. So they gave me a chance and a nice opportunity to join the team. I'm hearing somebody laughing, so I think there's still somebody. Oh, okay, that's just that. But I'm really thankful, I'm really grateful for them to give me an opportunity to just kind of come in the restaurant and help out as much as I can with whatever I can. Technically, I go there, I do a lot of maintenance and utility work, essentially. But you know, they asked me what are my dreams or what are my goals, and I told them, you know, I'm very passionate about pro wrestling, very passionate about music. I'm gonna turn off the radio here so I have a chance to talk to you guys while I'm chilling here. But I told them, you know, my entire goal one day is to have a career being a filmmaker, director, or writer. Want to make my music, be a lyricist, and maybe, you know, one day hopefully I can do something with pro wrestling. I'd really like to be a booker and a writer. Obviously you gotta, you know, I'd probably have to start off on the writing department, which is fine with me. Work my way up from the writing and the creative team, and then hopefully become like a booker, and then eventually like a promoter. But there was a great interview recently with Chris Van Vliet. He was interviewing Paul Heyman, and you know, one of the things that Paul Heyman said is there's so many people that'll message him or DM him and say, you know, I should have a job working at WWE, I should be hired because I have so many great ideas, or I could, you know, we could do this right now and it would work. And there's, you know, it's like Paul Heyman said, you know, ideas aren't just the only aspect of the job. There's so much more you have to be able to do. You have to kind of have a vision, and you have to know where storylines and characters are kind of all going to lead to, or maybe you want to build them up to some kind of place where you have the vision of them going. Technically, you know, if you watch a lot of my and I hate to say it, like a lot of the universe mode content from the WWE 2K series on my channel, if you watch a lot of that stuff, you'll see immediately that I always have the vision. You know, I'm always telling a story. Where is this going to go from here? All the characters that I kind of want to build, all the potential that I see in certain pro wrestlers, certain stars, men, women, male, female, whatever it is. I feel like one of the things I've always had a really good ability to do is actually find a lot of the star power in people and just create a lot of like teams, championship winning caliber teams. So one of the things for me that would really be cool is like one day, you know, writing for WWE or any, you know, pro wrestling promotion in general, you know, would just be an amazing opportunity. But obviously WWE, like I always said, it's Mount Everest to me. It's the pinnacle of the mountain. It's at the very top of the top. It is the king of the kings, no pun intended, for Paul Levesque. But I really just want to have the ability to help out a lot of the locker room and a lot of the people, obviously, who had the same dreams as me one day. Just trying to be a pro wrestler. Really, I want to try to find who the wrestlers are and build characters off of them like that, because it's so easy to watch a WWE product and everything is kind of laid out for you already. You know, the wrestlers are already essentially playing the characters that they've, you know, maybe manifested, trying out. The writers, you know, have given them the approval to go out there on television and actually, you know, put this out on the product. So, you know, when you see those characters, they've already kind of established themselves in a way. But for me, you know, once I have the opportunity to kind of sit down with a lot of the, you know, the men, the women, get to know them personally on a personal level, that helps me create the character so much more, because now I get to know them so much more. They hide a lot of themselves, you know, when they play these characters on television, and when they have to do their job in the ring. They've already decided, you know, who they want to show people and who they want to be on television. So the goal for me is to kind of try to get to know them a little bit better and to build characters off of, you know, personalities all unique to them, and essentially create characters where hopefully one day, you know, kids are gonna walk into a store and say, hey, you know, Mom, Dad, I want to buy that action figure. You know, hey, you know, they want a t-shirt of their favorite wrestler. They want to fucking buy a poster of their favorite wrestler, hang it on their bedroom. Stuff like that is obviously, you know, important to me very much. It keeps wrestling alive. It keeps the fans alive, right? So I want to be able to create characters, help everybody in the locker room as much as I can as a writer, a booker, and maybe, you know, one day, you know, that ultimate goal would be, you know, obviously to reach that promoter level, but what the fuck is going on down there? What are they doing? It looks like they're about to execute this guy. And I don't know what the fuck was up with my controller last time, but the thing had like crazy stick drift. Because when I would try to line up shots and just do anything, I could definitely tell something was going on.
Slice and dice! Slice and dice!
When I would try to like type for my live stream, like make a title and stuff, the thing wouldn't even let me make live stream titles or anything, so I knew something was definitely up with that controller. Oops. I don't know why my sniper does this too now, where it's not lining up these shots. That is kind of like really weird to me. Oh shit. Hopefully for my birthday or Christmas I'll be able to maybe get a new controller. I know they've been releasing a lot of colorways, so that would be nice. But I had to switch out my last one because I could definitely tell there was something going on from not even being able to type titles to basically just feeling the stick drift when I was playing. Had to swap out the OG. And another thing with the WWE too that's kind of crazy, I was watching SmackDown last night. I wanted Jey Uso to win that match. I don't know why all the hate and all the animosity against Jey Uso recently. Roman Reigns and the Samoan Dynasty, they always somehow seem to get a lot of hate. That Samoan bloodline, but Jey Uso, I really wanted him to win that match. Even if he's not going to take the title off of Sammy or anything, I mean, what the hell? I mean, Cody basically just got handed another #1 contender shot, just like that. But the Jey Uso hate recently has kind of been really, really crazy. I don't know. I know last time for Monday Night Raw, it was pre-taped because Triple H wanted to basically give the wrestlers a 4th of July weekend all at home with their families, so they had Raw and SmackDown the same night. Not a lot of times I ever hear that happening. So Raw wasn't pre-taped. It was SmackDown that was pre-taped. Raw basically was like at like 3 or 4 p.m. It was really early. They had it like pretty early. It was like 4 or 5 p.m. And then it was early because once, you know, the 2-3 hours was up, they pretty much pre-taped SmackDown for last night, which is when Cody defeated Jey. And now Cody gonna get that title match against the boy Sami Zayn. What is this? Oh, it's just a turret? It's just a lockable turret? Is this thing just gonna lock onto me from my... Turn the music on and get crazy with it? You're too slow for me, turret. I'll break my ankles. I don't give a fuck. What sees me? Oh, that's the turret up there. Yep, I'm gone. I'm gone. Turn the music off on that ass. So the Jey Uso hate has definitely been noticeable. I mean, you know, once upon a time they were definitely trying to put the Rock. Oh yeah, this leads to nothing. I just remembered. I'm just basically I'm gonna have to go up this way if I want to get out of here. Once upon a time they were trying to put the rocket on that man and blast him off to the moon with the rocket fuel. But it just seems like it has all ended very much quicker than it all started. Because, I mean, the chance to even be in the match against Cody was nice. I actually thought, you know, from this point forward, like after Sammy won, I thought his next opponent was actually going to be Jey. And, yeah, they made it very clear, yeah, they don't want that happening at all right now. So Cody, you know, gets another opportunity. I don't see Cody defeating Sammy at all right now, but what's kind of crazy is, like, Sammy still kind of has to go through Obafemi, which is most likely going to be the next guy that takes the title off of Cody. Or, I'm sorry, Sammy. Obafemi versus Sammy for the strap. And look at that, we ended up right back at the whip. So it's most likely going to be Obafemi versus Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. And I do know recently they announced Seth Rollins versus Roman at SummerSlam. So kind of crazy now, especially having SummerSlam as 2 nights. Like I said, I do like the idea behind WrestleMania for 2 nights. SummerSlam, it's still kind of, I'm still trying to let it sink in a little bit. They're still trying to do shit like that with like the SummerSlam events, and I have a feeling they're gonna start doing it with like Saudi Arabia events and stuff like that too, which is like, okay. But I'm really happy, guys, to have the opportunity to work at Elio DiPaolo's restaurant here in Buffalo. They've given me the opportunity to, you know, come work with a lot of their family, a lot of their pro wrestling blood, and I mean the restaurant is absolutely filled with a lot of the wrestlers that have stopped by over the years and taken pictures with my boy Dennis, and you know, signed a little something to put it up on the wall. But even just more than that, stopping by and paying their respects to the great Elio DiPaolo. Well, I did try to, you know, in my 2K series, I did try to create an Elio DiPaolo created wrestler, but sometimes I don't have all the time in the world when I'm trying to make a lot of my universe mode stuff and actually put a lot of my series out that I'm trying to with the content. So if there's not something in the community creations, I usually don't have the time to really sit there and do it the way I need to do it.
Move it on his script!
This guy tried to flank me? Yeah. Sucker tried to flank me. But it's so far, you know, I'm never gonna say I'm fucking, you know, chef anything. I'm just trying to go there to help out as much as I can. Like I said, do a lot of maintenance work, do a lot of utility work. I tried to make it very clear when they were interviewing me, because they did ask how I feel about like school and stuff, and it's hard to talk about it obviously when you're talking to your boss or your person that you're trying to get a job from or whatever. But I basically told them, you know, I did tell them, you know, growing up wanted to be a pro wrestler, but the thing is, like, when I was growing up as a kid, it was hard for me to like be really all about school like that, because a lot of the teachers and a lot of the other kids really didn't want to be my friend or anything. Tried talking to them about pro wrestling, tried telling them what I wanted to be, and it was always, that's gay or that's fake. So, you know, the whole school thing with me really wasn't ever something that I was ever trying to do with my life, because they asked like if I went to college or anything, but graduated high school, so. But basically, you know, I was alone a lot as a kid, so that's why I always had to write music and write movie scripts, because nobody really wanted to fuck with me. But it's crazy how back in the day, like in the 80s and the 90s, saying like, you fuck with me, like I fuck with you, that was like a fucking like rude thing to say to somebody. That was like, yo, I fuck with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was an offensive thing to actually say to somebody, and now it's like, in our kind of modern day lingo, it's like, I fuck with you, man, I fuck with you, like, you know what I'm saying? I like you, I like your style. Times have definitely changed. But for me, currently, just focused on trying to get a lot of this content out on the channel coming up. We did recently finish the Jigsaw Studio project, so that was finished a couple days ago, and then I just got started on the new one today, A Deal with the Devil. So new song out for that today on the 4th. Nobody over here seems hostile. They're just kind of a bunch of peasants in the village looking for a quick fix. Nothing wrong with that, ladies. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is kind of nice. We might have to, I know, imagine riding around with this one. But I guess, you know, we could take the black and the yellow for Bumblebee, our boy. What else we got here? Even though I just spent 30K on a brand new car. But that's how it be out here in the streets. Oh, I can't break in yet? I'm one fucking tier below breaking in that shit. What the fuck is up with that, huh? What's up with that? Why I can't break in that shit? Why you running from me, dog? Why you running from me, dog? Actually, maybe there is actually something over here that we can loot. Because I am seeing purple here. Not bad, we could sell those. This is kinda different. It's kinda different, but we can't break in nothing. Oh, we don't even got a fucking... Well, why is this one 3 and the last ones were 8? Fuck it. It's mine now. The candy red fucking pizza van. I fuck with that song, but it's definitely a lot easier to talk when we don't got the music blasting. So I don't know, man. The Jey Uso thing has definitely gotten out of hand. You could tell that they've kind of taken a step back. I have heard Jey also say he doesn't want to wrestle that much longer, maybe only a couple more years. And no telling how much longer is left on the contract. I think recently he extended for like another 3 or 4 years. So... Oh, these guys are definitely... Are those the police? I think those are the police. We might not want to... Unless... No, I don't think that's police. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Oh yeah, that's definitely police. That's Trauma Team. Just keep it moving. I don't know how many of you guys out there have ever heard of a comedian named Morgan J, but he does like a lot of like auto-tune stuff in his performance, which is, I think it separates him. Alright, we're getting out of this. I think it actually separates him a lot from other comedians, because he'll do a lot more crowd interaction than I've seen with like way more other comedians. I mean, he'll get right into like the fucking aisles and he'll like start walking through, and what is baby girl doing?
This is Kanta. This is intelligence.
Is she living on another planet? Is she just defying the laws of gravity right now? I mean, I got two bad bitches. Alright, Chad, we're gonna have to get back to playing the game now. A lot of whips over here too for the taking. Oh yeah, this is what we're looking for right here. This is definitely what we're looking for right here. We got a net runner. I mean, they're saying affiliated with the NCPD, but yeah, these guys don't fucking, hold up. These guys don't really, I'm definitely gonna get the cops on me after this.
Oh, God!
Somebody's trying to hack me, it's this guy.
Kill or be killed! Get out of range!
Suck on these Easter eggs, jabronis.
Cover me! I'm reloading!
And this guy is police. That guy's police. They're trying to hack me. Baby girl, take cover.
NCPD!
He's down. That was a crit. Where's this guy? I definitely got hacked a little bit, but we're good. We're gonna get the fuck out of here while our 2 stars is still active. Oh, man, that's not good. Alright, we're good. Fuck it. The coppers pulled out the shoddy bangers. Just gonna blend in with the crowd here, just blend in with the crowd. They'll never know the difference. Oh, fucking traffic jam here, that's good for us. Alright, we out, chat, we out. Let's find a little fucking somewhere to fucking... Yep. Can we take this? No? No? What? I can't take that? Fuck it, we're not sticking around. I'm not waiting around for an elevator. Alright, this is exactly where we needed to go, baby girl, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make the day harder. I think we're just gonna chill here, chat. I think we're just gonna let the stars die down as they are right now. There you go. We escaped the Policienda. Anything of value over here? How? How the fuck do they want me to get into that? Actually, I'm kind of curious, what's all the way down here? Is it just more... Well, definitely, guys, if you have some time, go check out the Paul Heyman interview recently with Chris Van Vliet. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, Paul Heyman, definitely one of my favorite bookers, promoters, writers of all time. I mean, ECW was pretty much somewhere I most likely would have ended up had not only had I gone through with the pro wrestling thing, but also if ECW had not financially fucking ship sank to Davy Jones' locker in 2001.
For yourself or a loved one, get in touch with administration at North Oak Columbarium.
But I always tell people, man, Paul Heyman definitely, I mean, he tried to do the best he could. This is definitely, I thought I was going to fucking bust my ass right there. We're good. Just a little ankle sprain, nothing too crazy.
him to the rear.
Damn, baby girl. I gotta stop looking that way or Pan Am's gonna have a chat with me when I get back home. Is there anything of value? Y'all boys got anything laying around that shouldn't be laying around? I definitely liked recently what the WWE tried doing with Jay. Oh, my guy was not having it.
Why you try?
She knows. Brody, what is your problem? Hold up. Thank you for your support. The lovely missus out here actually knows real art when she sees it. And then you got this fucking asshole. You know what, dog? I might have to have a word with you real quick. I might have to actually have a word with you real quick. And by word, I mean here. Have a chat with these motherfucking hands. Have a chat with these motherfucking hands. Give me that 1 star. I'll definitely take that. The baby girl stopped playing. She did. She did. She got afraid. You see what you made me do? You see what you made me do? You made me stop the lovely music. You made baby girl run back home and think about her career choices. Because people like you don't know how to support real artists on the streets trying to make a living, just trying to make fucking whatever pocket change this guy had. Comes out here wearing a nice suit, doesn't like the song. Buddy, what is the first thing you know about songs? This man doesn't even look like he fucking plays music for enjoyment. He'll throw music on to actually make himself more angry. That's what he listens to music for. He actually says, you know what? My day isn't bad enough. I need something that's gonna make it worse. Let me listen to my favorite music. That's what that guy does.
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
Well, we got away from the police pretty easily right there. I think we're gonna end up hitting more of these cyber psycho sightings up. Let's go ahead and run you guys down a little bit of the character here. Go over to the cyberware just so you guys can see that we have fully invested into our cybernetic cyborg body. I mean, we are absolutely stacked here. So many upgrades and improvements. And this is just from like maybe like a year ago, from the last time that I visited the Ripper Dock. So from this point forward, no telling. So from this point forward, no telling where the human body can go. This police officer might actually give me some issues. Police officer might actually give me a problem. Monster hunt? I mean, shit. I know it's not October, but what kind of monster are we talking here? "700 meters this way." But like Paul Heyman said, man, I mean, to be a very successful writer, I think in general, you know, not even just with like pro wrestling, it's not just about ideas, because just having ideas, I mean, I have so many ideas, and there's no telling where I would be if that's all I had to do. Like, if that's all I had to come up with. I tried telling people when it comes to music, I've wrote so many songs over my entire career. People, when they, you know, haven't wrote songs or, you know, haven't been like rapping or anything before, the first time they write a song, or, you know, when they do write a song, it's like a really great feeling. It's like a blissful feeling for them, which is really nice. You know, you should feel proud of yourself, and you should, you know, have that feeling. But to want to do it as a career choice is to basically, you know, once you've done that, now you basically get to do that again for the rest of your life. And to find ways to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, until one day somebody likes something that you do, and they say, hey, this is pretty nice, I kind of like that. So like, to be a, you know, to be anything with like a writer or anything, you know, it's not just about the ideas, because I have so many ideas, I've wrote so many songs. If all I had to do was write the fucking song, I mean, who knows, I might be on fucking Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos levels of, you know, financial stability here. But apparently, you know, that's not all you have to do, and that's why not everybody does it. Because it's not just about fucking writing the song. And to be a great wrestling promoter and a great wrestling booker, it's not just about having ideas. You know, you have to find a way to execute them, and you also have to have a vision for where things are going to go, where those characters are going to go, what kind of characters are you trying to create, what moments are you trying to create, what stories are you trying to tell. Wrestling, of course, is all about the story for me. So, you know, it's story first, and then kind of like everything else is secondary. So you have to be able to, like I said, my entire goal, because once I take a step back, you know, once you take a step back, this guy's trying to, once you take a step back from everything on television, from what they're actually trying to show you, at least for me, I would hope that I would be able to sit down with everybody in the locker room and kind of get to know them on more of a personal level. Like I said, pro wrestling for me has always been like a family. It's a family I've never had. And for me, I would like to get to know a lot of the men and the women as brothers and sisters, and treat them as, you know, wrestlers that I once upon a time wanted to be for myself. You know, everybody wants to be successful. I think the most important thing is everybody at the end of the day can at least, you know, have a place to go home, eat a meal, and maybe catch a good night's sleep, you know. That's obviously the nice thing that everybody should be able to have. My God. All the time it can't happen for different reasons, but of course, you know, if I was in a position to where I could make it happen, then I would definitely try to. I think, like I said, being a writer, you always have to know, or at least you have to have a vision of what you want to do or where you're trying to end up. Currently, for this project that I'm working on musically, A Deal with the Devil, it's been a lot of thought process on how I'm going to approach it, for kind of being the end of like a trilogy piece that I've been going for. But I'm at a very good place for where I kind of want to start it and take it. I know pretty much where I would like to take it, essentially. I will say this, since I kind of have a chance to sit down and talk with you guys. What time is it? It's almost 5:30, so we got, like, yeah, we got a few more hours left. But I will say, for the project that I'm working on now, A Deal with the Devil, the first song that I was gonna do, it was actually supposed to open with a with the song, you know, play the instrumental, open with my verse, get through my verse, and then it was actually gonna end. The first song was gonna open with like a suicide note that I actually wrote, and I basically decided that I wasn't gonna start the album on that tone, but that was essentially going to be the start of the album, because the entire goal for this project that I'm going for is to kind of talk a lot more about my depression, or just how I've tried to overcome a lot of the suicidal thoughts over the years. Basically what I'm saying is, A Deal with the Devil is kind of like the devil trying to convince me that I should no longer be here, or that I should give in to a lot of those darker feelings, or a lot of the thoughts of, you know, not being worth anything. Maybe one day I'll never get to live my dream. I'll never get to make a single dollar doing what I love. Who knows? A Deal with the Devil is going to be talking about a lot of those things, but also, you know, telling the devil that I'm stronger than them. I think that's the most important thing that I really want to go for on this album. You know, to end the whole trilogy piece that I'm kind of going for here. That's the entire story behind the title and the thought process behind the project. You know, the devil is always going to try to convince you to do things that you don't want to do, or he's always going to try to think that he's smarter or better than you and that he can make you do things because he is the devil or he is Satan. And you have to be stronger, you know, and you have to prove that you are better than your devil or your demon, whatever it is. So that's pretty much the concept behind the album. And I really like the idea of just being able to talk about, you know, on this project a lot more of, you know, those darker thoughts and just a lot more of that feeling of, yeah, you know, there have been times where I've lost a lot and I haven't been the most successful over the years, and it has taken a lot out of me to, you know, try to put myself in a position of improvement. But at the same time, I do believe that no matter what, you know, the more that I keep doing something, it's just going to continuously get me to where I'm trying to go, or to where I'm trying to be. So the more that I keep making music, even if it's, you know, not the greatest quality, or if it's not exactly what I wanted to create at that moment, or what I was, you know, exactly trying to create, like it's not fucking flawless and perfect, it's okay, because I just wanted to create it at that moment and just kind of show people a little bit of my idea, and hopefully it was enough to impress somebody to be like, you know what, I think I want to work with this dude a little bit more, and I think I want to take the time to, you know, actually give this artist the amount that they're worth, or whatever they're asking for in terms of a record deal and shit. Oh, what do we got here? Baseball bat? 2,000 on the tier 4? 25% armor pen. Well, shit. What kind of baseball bat? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Let's turn that off. This kind of looks a little sporty. So they take me back to the same radio station. Let's go. Let's listen to a couple, you know. Get the vibes going. Okay. I mean, it's definitely violence and silence. I mean, baby girl is killing it. I honestly have no idea what she's saying, but she's got to be fucking going off right now for it to be on a soundtrack in the game here. You hear this? Do you hear this? Nah, this is the one. We found the station, chat. We found it. We found it. This is the one right here. Yeah, we definitely found the one. What the fuck? What are these guys? I thought they were trying to shoot at me. Honestly, chat, I'm gonna get off right here, right? We're about to shoot it out with these guys. What kind of gang violence just occurred here? What kind of gang war did we just witness take place? 1 minute people were fucking driving and the next cars are crashing into fucking concrete walls. Oop, that one missed. She's definitely about to run up. That's cool. What up? What up? What up with you? What up with you? Look at you now, stupid. Nah, this is the song right here, chat. This is the vibes right here. Baby girl was in the studio killing this. It kind of sucks because I have been trying to make a proposal to the NFL if they ever want to agree it. I have been posting on my social media that every start of a brand new NFL regular season should be the 4th of July. We should just be playing football on the 4th of July here in America. And we're not right now, chat, and that upsets me. I feel like week 1, game 1 should be on 4th of July, Independence Day. Brand new NFL season. Here we go. But no, we gotta wait damn near a whole nother month here for preseason to get started. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves, I have returned. Cyberpunk 2077, America 250. It is the 4th of July, Independence Day. I hear them outside. They're already throwing some bangers up in the sky. It's not even dark out yet, but they are throwing up some bangers. Banger after banger after banger after banger. Just another rundown here. Everything we've pretty much got going on for our cybernetic cyborg build here. I forget one game, but they had me take a survey one time, and it basically asked me like what were all my favorite parts like of any game that I could play. So like basically like when I play a game, I really like games that feature a lot of weapon building, like being able to go into like some kind of like gunsmith or just a storage locker and being able to customize your own weapons and stuff. I think is really fun. Open world games, so obviously, you know, we're playing, hey, Buffalo right there in the back. So obviously we're playing Cyberpunk here, but you know, really big open world games, Cyberpunk, Fallout, obviously some of my favorites. I love games that have, you know, a perk system or some kind of like build. We just mentioned Fallout, so like how Fallout has the perks that you can go for and all the builds that you can really make unique to your kind of play style and how you like to play the game as opposed to like anybody else. I really enjoy stuff like that in games. I was thinking about actually maybe playing the new EA UFC 6, but it's so hard to tell. I'm not like the biggest UFC fan, but I have been watching other streamers and some gameplay on UFC 6, and it definitely looks like something I would like to play. It's just with the EA games and stuff like that on PlayStation, it's so hard to tell. Why is this car upside down over here? But I definitely have watched other streamers play it, and I would like to play myself. 1 second, guys. My mic's acting a little crazy again. So when I see other people's play it, when I see other people are playing it, I definitely have got a little interested in going down that direction. Why are you cutting me off like that? But on the PlayStation, it's hard to tell for those games because at some point, if they really don't do that great, like if they don't meet expectations, then it seems like Sony will just make them free for any of their PlayStation Plus members at some point. This thing sounds terrible when it hits high speed. Somebody's over there. But if games, it seems like any game that isn't really that great is always made free, so I've seen the reviews and the ratings that people are giving UFC 6, and they're not that great. Like, I think it's a 2.5 or 3.5 star rated game right now on the PlayStation Store, so people are definitely laying the smackdown on it, but if it does end up becoming free, it might have to be something that I end up checking out. But that's kind of like one of the downfalls too to PlayStation. I feel like it's a really big letdown when I start seeing them make games for free that like I'm just like, wow. Imagine all the people that spent all the money on a brand new NBA 2K or a brand new Madden, and all of a sudden Sony just decides, hey, you know what, you're subscribed, why not play this for free? Now obviously they're not doing that with a lot of more major titles where it's going to be a problem like GTA or fucking Call of Duty or anything like that, because then there's no value anymore. And that's kind of the crazy thing too, chat, when we talk about the value of things. Yeah, this guy's definitely getting his ass whooped. That's the crazy thing, chat, when we talk about the value of things. I have actually thought about it, and it would kind of be crazy if America could go through another recession. Now, it is possible, it's not possible, and it is possible. But the reason I think it should happen is because shit is just kind of, like, the price of stuff right now is just, yeah, not really where it needs to be. The only way it could happen, though, technically, is if a lot of the things that are really expensive just really lose their value. So that's how a recession works. But the crazy thing about a recession is that it's pretty much normal for a recession to happen in your economy. Like, it's absolutely normal for recessions to happen, and they're guaranteed to happen in an economy's life cycle. It's just fucking bound to happen. So it's like right now there's so many things that are overpriced. The things that are overpriced would pretty much not have to be bought anymore, so like people would essentially have to stop buying gas for the price of gas to just kind of flop, and for there to be like a recession on that, because now people that are buying gas, they're pretty much fucked. All the gas stations that own the gas, they're losing money and they're losing profit because now nobody wants the gas. So that's how that works. But like I said, only the things that have value, once people decide that they no longer have value, or that they find another way to obtain that resource that they need, if you can find another way to obtain it, then you don't need to get it the way that you were getting it before. So that's why there's always been talks of like, well, what if cars were electric? What if cars could survive on water? H2O powered motor vehicle. Steampunk is definitely powered. It's just less efficient. But essentially, that's what would have to happen for another recession to happen. I don't know. It sucks to say, but I think it should, because it's like people just get too crazy with the value of things sometimes. I don't know, man. You try to like go buy groceries, or you just try to like buy anything nowadays, and it seems like the price of stuff is just really, really not where it should be. And sadly, it can never go back to where it was. It can never really go back to where it was, unless there is some kind of great recession or a great depression. Why was that a female with a dude's voice? Bodies here. Oh, there's no. Okay, you're dead. You're not squaring up with nobody. But we do got the cops coming our way, so I'm gonna have to go in here. I don't know. I just think it's kind of crazy how things have become so expensive. Like, oh, the music is still blasting. We gotta get away from these cops. Oh, the price of if you want to buy a house, if you want to do like anything, you know, own a car, this, that. What happened to the days when people were just trying to take care of themselves? Now literally most of the time in 2026, it feels like most people need about 2-3 jobs just to support themselves on an income. And me, I'm single. I don't even have a girlfriend, or I'm not even in a relationship with somebody that can kind of help me out. So that's the thing that sucks. People that are in relationships, I mean, you might not realize it, but that is kind of like a privilege that you do have. You always got somebody there for you that's willing to help you when things get tough. And for us single and lonely people, we don't really have that last resort. You know, we kind of have to figure everything out on our own. And we're kind of only there for ourselves and trying to take care of ourselves. Once you get married, once you have somebody that's willing to kind of go half with you on everything, it's a lot different. I think most people in a marriage actually share a bank account and stuff, so... Now, I'm not saying it's everybody, but I'm just saying most people that I've met or that I know. I'll handle that, officer. You don't gotta worry about that one, officer. And they just gunned his ass down. No, they're shooting at me. Yeah, that's not what you want to do there, buddy. Oh, he's still moving. Now he's dead. You're probably not going home to your family either. What are you looking at, sir?
Police! Come out!
Alright, we're most likely going to have to get out of here because we're 2-starring it. And this is not where you want to be close quarters. But, I don't know, man. It just... The price of things are just very crazy in 2026. And I remember when I was growing up, man, I mean, my mom, you know... She definitely had to work 2 jobs at times, but minimum wage at one point in time was like $4 or $5 an hour. And people were able to actually like buy apartments and maybe have a car. I don't know. They were able to take care of themselves. You watch life back in the day, and it was definitely different. We ain't having that. We definitely ain't having that. Legend of the Afterlife trophy here. Just unlock that.
Thank you! Thank you!
The fuck you want?
But people actually used to take care of themselves on $4 or $5 minimum wage. Used to actually be able to buy some nice things for themselves when they wanted to and could save up a pretty penny here and there. Oh, there's cops over there. Yeah, we're going this way. sometimes the value of things just seems like really blown out of proportion and just head-cracking prices, just unreal fucking prices. Of how did somebody even determine the value of the item that much? I kind of want to make a song also. I know it sounds stupid, but I want to make a song where it's like, what if somebody had enough money that they just decided to sell planet Earth? Like somebody at some point, it sounds like a movie that I could make or something, but somebody, just imagine if somebody had enough money on planet Earth that they just decided, you know what, I want to sell planet Earth. I have enough money, I fucking own the planet, I'm gonna sell the planet. Who are they gonna sell it to? They're gonna sell it to fucking aliens. Well, guess what? The aliens are gonna say this. They're gonna say, everything on your planet means nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? Like everything here, cars, food, oxygen, anything that we value, they're not gonna value. Because on their planet or wherever the fuck they come from, they have different values. They have things that are worth different, you know, different currency and shit over there. It's just different meanings of worth. So if they came down, or actually if somebody was like, you know what, they want to sell planet Earth, right? They're going to sell it to the aliens, and the aliens are going to say, well, everything on your planet we don't really care about, so what is your planet actually made of? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, well, what is your planet made of? And guess what, guys? The fucking planet is made of fucking iron. It's made of fucking iron and nickel. That's what fucking Earth is made of. So they're basically gonna say, okay, how much to you is iron and nickel worth? Because that's what the fuck planet Earth is. It's nothing more than iron and nickel. And like I said, I feel like this would actually be like a fun idea for me to do as like a song or a movie or something one day. But somebody with enough money on planet Earth, and it could be somebody in fucking Saudi Arabia, right? It doesn't even have to be somebody in America, just somebody so fucking, just imagine if I can make a movie, and like I said, I just thought about this, like somebody on planet Earth, and it could be somebody in fucking Saudi Arabia, the Prince of Saudi has enough money, one day they decide, you know what, I have so much money in the world, I own planet Earth, I'm gonna sell planet Earth. The only people that they're gonna be able to sell it to, not even people, the only type of life form that they're even going to be able to fucking sell planet Earth to is an alien at that point. So the aliens are going to determine, okay, we don't really give a fuck about anything else on planet Earth. We just want to know, what is planet Earth made of, right? What is the actual planet Earth made of? That's what the aliens are going to ask the Prince of Saudi when he tries to sell the planet. And the Prince of Saudi is going to say, well, planet Earth, it's made of iron and it's made of nickel. That's what planet Earth is made of, ladies and gentlemen. So how much do you think iron and nickel is worth to the aliens? Maybe not a whole lot. Maybe where they come from it's fucking gold, it's fucking diamonds, who knows? But that's the question, right? How much are the aliens going to determine iron and nickel worth? I don't know. I know it's stupid, but it's just like another one of those fun ideas, like another one of those fun spitball ideas for like a movie or a song. And yeah, it's like I said, like, what the fuck? A whole garbage truck is doing fucking backflips out here, side flips, gymnastics and shit. But I think it would be hilarious because we know that here iron and nickel have like no value. And why do they have no value? Because that's what the Earth is fucking made of. You can just find iron and nickel anywhere here because it's literally our entire planet. that is planet Earth. It's iron and nickel, ladies and gentlemen. So, I thought it was like a really just stupid, funny idea for like a movie or a song that I might make one day. A dude with so much money is just gonna be like, you know what? I have so much money, I want to sell the planet. I own the planet. I'm gonna sell the planet. Only people that they can sell the planet to at that point is the aliens, and the aliens are gonna ask, okay, so how much do you think your iron and nickel is worth? And on planet Earth, it's nothing. It means it is worth nothing here. Like, it's not even worth anything here. Because it's so fucking common. So, like I said, guys, I really believe in the idea of like stuff like that where we should be able to... I don't think counterfeit money should be illegal. I think people should actually be able to own like money printers and, you know, be able to legally print your own money for legal tender. Because the government does it every single day, but because it's the government and because it's the United States Treasury, it's legal for them. But I don't know, you know, when we talk about ways to prevent, you know, more homelessness or just ways to kind of end, you know, a lot of the problems in the world, I feel like it starts with a lot of those solutions of like, why are things like money, you know, why can't we just print money legally? If some of these problems exist in the world, like homelessness and, you know, people not having anywhere to sleep or even kind of find shelter from, you know, the dangers that are out there in the real world. Obviously, if everybody could print their own money like the government, then it takes away from a lot of people wanting to wake up every day and go to work and have a job and everything. But to that I say, people should, in life, be able to just kind of wake up and do what they want in life. You know, you should be able to go do what you love. Even if what you love is just, you know, feeding birds, bird watching, fucking in the garden, messing around with the flowers. I would love one day to grow some peppers and have a little pepper garden, you know. Everybody's got their own hobbies and their own interests, but life should be more about, you know, you wake up and you kind of just go try to take care of yourself and be more self-sufficient. Self-sufficient and more self-reliable. The crazy thing is, you know, when you really think about it, guys, like, all the money that we make in life, it all just, some way or another, it all ends up back in the hands of the bank, or just the bank owners, because you go to work, you make a paycheck, all that money that you make in taxes goes back to the government. All the money that you make from your paycheck has to go into the bank. Everything that you're making essentially is going right back to the bank. It doesn't matter how, it's just them saying it's gonna happen one way or another, and they've thought of multiple ways on how to make it happen. So that's why I always believe, you know, you kind of have to spend money to make money. A lot of people that are millionaires and billionaires, they never decide to retire because they always just get to decide to wake up and make money every day. So why the fuck would they want to retire if all they have to do is wake up and make money? They wouldn't. You never would want to stop. And I'm definitely not saying we don't need to have jobs, or people that are, you know, waking up every day and doing the 9 to 5 and trying trying to go out there and do their part in the world. I'm not saying that we definitely don't need that, but I'm saying we need a little bit more of less of that, it seems like less of this routine where people just kind of have that become the normal. I mean, for me, like I said, I really wish, and I'm just saying it because this is how I feel, but I just feel like, you know, people should be able to do counterfeit or produce their own kind of counterfeit money and have it be legal. It shouldn't be an outlawed thing, like it shouldn't be illegal, because when we talk about the problems, like I said, homelessness and some of these problems in our life, you think about the solutions and it's like, well, those are one of the things that could be done differently to try to help the situation, but obviously the government doesn't like hearing that kind of stuff. The government doesn't like, I guess, having the idea of society doing what they want, of course, waking up every day and doing what they want. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it would be nice if just a little more people kind of backed off on, you know, the price of things and determining what is the value of things that really aren't even that valuable and shit. Like, oh my god. I don't know why my sniper does this, dude. I'm gonna have to switch. I might have to take that sniper off my arsenal because it's been letting me down a little bit. And I'm usually really accurate with it, but I don't know why there's so much sway when I'm trying to fucking hit shots with it. But it's like if the person isn't fucking standing still or behind cover, it just does not want to lock on. So I don't know what's been going on with it, but it definitely might have to come off. But yeah, the government definitely probably doesn't agree with how I'm thinking right now, what I'm saying, obviously. Because yeah, if we lost the value in a lot of stuff, then obviously that hurts society and our economy as a whole. But I'm saying, I just think, you know, certain things should not be $1 million or whatever if it's kind of the same thing as it's polar opposite. You know what I mean? Like, you can find something that's essentially the exact same thing, a replica, if you will, and it'll be of even less money. But somebody out there decided that the exact same thing would be worth more. It's crazy, and it's a business, you know what I mean? It is a business. But I feel like, that's gotta be a way to break the business, right? If all the business is cared about is money and how to make money, then what if they never made any money? What if people just had the ability to buy what they wanted and could afford to buy what they wanted? Let's go ahead and get back to my apartment. Here we go. So we need to sell a lot of this stuff. the 4th of July special stream, it definitely could have been UFC 6. It definitely could have been James Bond 007 if the price tags on those games were a little bit more affordable for your boy right now. I was thinking about it though. UFC 6 definitely has me interested, but like I said, after seeing the reviews here on the PlayStation Store, I said, you know what, that might be one that they decide to make free in the future. So, gonna hold off on that, and we'll see what happens with that. But maybe one day, chat. Maybe one day. All right, let's go sell some of this stuff. I'm walking really slow, but that's all right. It is currently 6 p.m. here in Buffalo, New York. So the fireworks are definitely going to be getting started soon.
So, we didn't talk about yesterday.
It's all in the report.
And like I said, guys, I have no idea if Team USA is still in the FIFA World Cup, but I would imagine so, because I haven't heard any people saying anything about them getting eliminated, so. I used to play soccer back in the day when I was really, really young. Used to be a goalie. They actually loved me as a goalie because I was a better goalie than anybody else. I apparently did things that no other goalie would do. So, pretty good goalie, but soccer just wasn't really my sport. So I decided to get out of that. Team USA, I mean, good for them. You know, I love Team USA and shit, but for FIFA and soccer, it's a little bit different to me than hockey and other sports. Obviously, like Team USA and basketball and the Olympics and Team USA and hockey is really different because it's really all United States players. In FIFA, it seems like we have more European and foreign players on the team, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if they have American partnership. Let's see what we can sell here. I want to first... This is all high-tier DPS. So what is the low tier looking like? But Team USA with foreign players and players from European teams just doesn't really interest me that much. I do prefer when it's more like NBA, Olympics, Team USA. It's all United States players. Hockey, all United States players. NHL, Olympics. Everything in FIFA and soccer always seems a little more complicated than it has to be. So, yeah. It's great that the team is doing what they're doing, but I don't really watch. Don't really watch soccer. Don't really watch baseball. I know some of the players, but I don't really care much for baseball. We're going to sell this. We're definitely going to sell this. Yeah, we're definitely going to sell a lot of these. I think this is the one I'm using now. It is 3 for that, 3 for that. And this Overwatch is definitely going to have to come off. I'm not going to sell it, but that's definitely going to have to come off because I don't know what the fuck is going on with the shot selection on that, but it is not locking on for me when people are at least on the move. So I'm going to need something a little bit better right now. You know what? We got 2 baseball bats. The razor. Neurotoxin knife, huh? Okay. Nice, nice. Sell some of these clothes as well. Oh, that was the old Edge Runner. Where the fuck? I just seen it too. Where's the buyback option? I mean, maybe we'll find a better looking one, because it is an older version, so there's no telling. There's no telling. That's equipped. So that. Easy money. Easy money. Alright, let's go to our stash box. But I was thinking, you know, I'd really like to do something special for the 4th of July stream, so just couldn't really afford the games that I was looking at. UFC 6 and James Bond 007 were on that list, though. I was thinking about it. So maybe one day, but just right now, can't really make it happen, chat. So gonna put the Overwatch back. Yes, I do want to stash that. Stash some of these. Okay. Of course, so many consumables. This is probably half the reason we're fucking overcumbered. And just have no carry weight. Could also be eating things that give us more carry weight, which is always an option, but... Okay, that's good. And let's see here. Let's move over a bunch of those. Okay. Now, what do we want to take out of the stash? Do got a double barrel here. Damage 262 on that. These are a lot of the more lower tier ones. I mean, obviously the higher stuff is up here, which I'm not really going to use right now. So I'm kind of keeping it low right now. But a lot of this stuff could also get sold if I wanted to. It's just right now keeping it on the side if I want to. I definitely like the Crusher as well when it comes to a shotgun as opposed to this double barrel, but that's alright. Got a precision rifle. See, the thing is though, like when it comes with ammunition, I try to keep things a certain way so my ammo's not going like all over the place as well. I think the shotgun is fine, the pistol's fine, obviously. Yeah, I might have to do this precision rifle, honestly. I'll take that out. Let's bring that out. This is another shotgun that I've never used. So yeah, I think that's gonna have to be the setup. I think that is going to have to be our lineup. Working with one of these submachine guns would be nice, especially this one. This is the guillotine. We got the problem solver down here. Let me bring both of these out. What is this? Plan B. Guess I'll take that out as well, just for shits and giggles. Guillotine, just to have it. So we got a 6 lineup right now, as well as about 2 melee. I guess I'm okay with that. Just to have some options, I guess. It's not bad. Where is... yeah. Go with that. And here, we'll do... let's try this neurotoxin knife. It's got a headshot damage multiplier, even though it's a melee weapon. 7% bleeding chance and a 37% poison chance. So yeah, we'll definitely try that out as well. Okay. I was looking for a job and then I found a job.
The proposed base will be subdivided into 3 areas.
Alright, let's see if we can go do a couple more cyber psycho sightings and then we'll wrap it up on this video chat. Well, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me a little bit on this 4th of July, Independence Day. A lot of barbecues out there going out in America right now. Barbecue is one of my favorite foods. I love Italian food and I love American barbecue. Yeah, we could actually do a quick save here. Why not? I don't see why not. This was 26, yep. Let's take a look at our map here. See if there's some cyber psychos out there on the loose. Another thing also, guys, we are so close to 300 subscribers, it's kind of crazy to me. I've had this channel for like 10 years now, ever since 2016, so 2026 now, July 4th, Independence Day, and last 10 years, you know, I definitely would have liked to see more growth on the channel in terms of where I feel like we should be right now, but the amount of recent support has been unbelievable, and thank you guys so much. Anybody out there that does check out the videos, anybody that spends time with me during the live streams, all your support, anything, you know, has just been amazing, so thank you so much, guys. It really means a lot to me. And this channel wouldn't be anywhere without you. And like I said, my next goal is to definitely hit 300. It's crazy to think that this channel has already been around for 10 years. Ever since 2016, but time kind of flies, and like I said earlier, you know, times change, so maybe we're just changing along with the times here. I've heard a lot of people saying, you know, the unfortunate thing now about, you know, YouTube, and especially if we're talking about, you know, pro wrestling, and like I was saying before with me wanting to be a writer and a booker, it seems so much now like you have to kind of appeal and try to make people happy that you shouldn't even be trying to make happy. Like, for example, a lot of things now are about the algorithm and trying to do a lot of things that the algorithm either tells you to do or is saying that you should do, or, you know, is showing you, hey, this has worked for other people, you should do what they're doing. It's a lot of that stuff right now, which kind of sucks because it feels like a lot of things are made or created to kind of appeal to exactly that problem. It's the algorithm trying to control so much, and it's not just on YouTube, but again in so many other things, like in pro wrestling, you know, you have to have so many other cooks in the kitchen that really shouldn't be in the kitchen, but you're gonna cook something for them and hope that they like it now. So I think that's why things also feel very different, and the way that they do in 2026 in modern day currently where we are in this generation, just because so much with like AI and the algorithm and stuff being in control of telling people what they should do or showing people, hey, this is successful, this is kind of what we want you to do, or it's not going to be successful. It's so much of things trying to do that. And that's kind of the problem now. Before, a lot of this stuff never existed, or people weren't trying to make that kind of stuff about their content or about their stuff, obviously. But now it's definitely become a lot more of that currently. So, I know it sucks to say that, but that's just kind of the way that it is right now. Where the fuck is the Cyberpunk? How many times have I been hit by a car in this live stream, man? Okay, let's try to get down here. Damn, baby girl. Okay. We see you. Maybe after I handle business over here. This is definitely not gonna take me to my guy. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how to get down to where they want me to go. I guess I'm gonna have to go through a door or something. Let me see. This door right here. Can I go through there? No, you can't. Here? Ah.
Let it go!
She's already squaring up with me?
I'll rip out your spine!
Lieutenant Mower seems to be pissed off. Yeah, what's up? Feel that?
I want more pain!
Feel that, Mower? That came right back at me. That's not good. Come on, reload, bro.
This can't be happening!
Oh, I have no more grenades. That's why it's fucking...
Aim fucking steady!
She's running up again. Good thing is, though, I seem to have, like, removed one of her stronger things. So that's good. She definitely can throw some hands. So, Mower out here went crazy, probably PTSD from the Vietnam War. Some shit. probably went crazy here and killed her whole team, it looks like. Some type of shit happened here. She was Jay chilling and everybody else is dead, so... She didn't seem too happy to see me either. Which leads me to believe... she the one that did this shit. Satan's Pits. They think I'm the crazy one. El Guapo. Need for Speed. Alright, chat, we're gonna chill right here. I'm gonna take a look at the map again for another Cyber Psycho. One right over here. And one over there. Neutralize the threat. Let's go do one by the water. Let's go do one by the water. Guys, it is officially summer 2026. If you have a chance, if you can actually do so, maybe get out of the house, enjoy your summer a little bit, go see a blockbuster at the movie theater, at your local cinema, even if it's a mom and pop cinema, not your AMC or Regal, anything like that. Even if you're just going to support your local mom and pop cinema, please do so and watch a summer blockbuster this year. I know a lot of people have absolutely hated and trashed the Supergirl movie recently, so that was a little bit of a flop for my boys over at DC. They didn't like the Wonder Woman movies and they didn't like Supergirl. Unfortunately, a lot of the female star movies just don't seem to have the same love that their male counterparts receive. But I have yet to see the movie, so I can't really say myself how I feel about it and whatnot. But maybe one day I'll get to see it on Netflix or something. I did watch Superman at the theater, so thought that was pretty enjoyable. Obviously, Batman is my favorite. When it comes to Marvel, guys, my favorite Marvel superhero of all time is Blade. So I love Blade. He's my favorite Marvel hero. And then after that, I mean, I like Ghost Rider, I like Punisher, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor. You know, I know they're doing the Wolverine game pretty soon, but I might have to pass on that because, like I said, you know, when it comes to the Marvel stuff, I just might not be all that into spending like $70-80 on Marvel stuff. But the Logan stuff and the Marvel stuff, Logan and Wolverine, I know is going to be great when it comes to Marvel. It's just, like I said, there's certain characters that definitely pique my interest and definitely can grab their, or at least put their hands in my wallet when they put something out. Spider-Man 3, when that comes out on the PlayStation, we'll definitely have to play that. Really looking forward to that because obviously we've done the Spider-Man games here in the past. So obviously that would be one that I'm looking forward to. You know, when we're talking about a Wolverine game, it's a lot different than telling me to go see a Wolverine movie. So when I'm gonna have to spend like $70-80 for a game, it's gonna have to really be a game that fucking, like I said, convinces me that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna spend my $70-80 on that right now instead of maybe another game or just something else that I need.
You got any of that? You know? No, I don't know. Come on, you know.
But hopefully everybody out there is enjoying their summer. We were talking about SummerSlam earlier and how it has become a two-night extravaganza now for the WWE, which yeah, I guess you could say makes a little bit of sense, but I know back in the day, my brother Tom, he always had videotapes of SummerSlam. He would record, you know, the SummerSlam pay-per-views on VHS tapes. So there was a bunch of those that I would watch growing up. I think SummerSlam was his favorite WWE pay-per-view because not only was it one of the big four, one of the original four for the WWE, or WWF obviously, but also his birthday is around the summer. So I think SummerSlam was definitely that pay-per-view for him because usually SummerSlam's around August, which his birthday is like right around like the end of July, August, I believe. So definitely makes a lot of sense why he would have a bunch of SummerSlam tapes. And honestly, SummerSlam's back in the day pretty fucking fire. Anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, one of my favorite matches of all time happened at a classic SummerSlam, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart in the steel cage.
What the hell? This isn't college. You have to think.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the hours are going by us. It is almost 6:30 here in Buffalo. I know once the sun sets here, we are going to get some fireworks in the sky. Everybody around the city doing a little bit of a celebration tonight for Independence Day, as they should. America's birthday, 250 years for US of A. Oh shit, this Cyberpunk is kind of far. I wasn't even looking at that. Okay, let me call this in. Let me call in the big guns, chat. Let me call in the big guns. Why did it bring me the fucking motorcycle as well? Like, does that not seem weird? And there's shit like crashing all around me. Alright, we out. Yeah, there's like a whole fucking... Hold up, chat. Let me handle this.
Oh, damn it!
Damn, whatever gun they had, I kind of want that. Of course not. Oh, here we go. Take those. Well, who would have thought, ladies and gentlemen, years and years ago, you might be able to buy a PS4 game, PS5 game for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. Now, if you own a physical disc, shit could be worth hundreds, maybe even thousands for certain games. Last year on the 4th of July, I actually did my own little, version of the song, which is near and dear to me, by Three Doors Down. Brad Arnold actually passed away recently, so I just wanted to mention that, because last year on the 4th of July, I did, my own little version of Kryptonite, which we just mentioned Superman earlier as well, and that kind of tied in with that. So last year on the 4th of July, I did that. Rest in peace, Brad Arnold. That was last year for me on the 4th of July. This year, like I said, did the first song for my new album project for my new release, A Deal with the Devil. And like I said, I already kind of talked about the concept for that and the direction that I'm kind of trying to take that in with this final piece of the trilogy for these last 3 albums that I've been working on. And I think each album kind of represents me in a different way. Fall from Heaven kind of talks about a lot of like me growing up, or just a lot about my childhood and how I kind of became the artist that I was essentially, or just tried to make a lot of like my older sound on Fall from Heaven. And then I would say Moth to a Flame is really, you know, it talks a lot about obsession and just the idea of being so infatuated with something, or just wanting something so much that it could potentially be your downfall, or just, you know, be the reason why you self-destruct, or just never really achieve the thing that you're going for. Who knows? But it talks a lot about those things. I feel like it covers a lot of that. And then, like I said, A Deal with the Devil is really more a lot about the depression, where I'm at with trying to deal with suicidal thoughts, not giving in to my devil, not giving in to my Satan, who wants me to do, you know, things where I harm myself, or, you know, that, you know, take me away from the people that love or care about me. It's how do I defeat that devil? How do I not make the deal with that devil? And, you know, show them that no matter what it takes, no matter how difficult my life may be, I'm still more powerful and I'm still stronger. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and that's kind of what this project is about currently. I Deal with the Devil. And yeah, like I said, today put out the first song for that, so we're officially getting started with that. 3 months until my birthday here. It's right around the corner as well, the road to WrestleMania, if you will. But yeah, October coming right up on us as well, so that's why I've been thinking of a lot of new content here for the channel, what we're going to be doing moving forward. The gaming stuff has definitely had to be pulled back a lot this year, just because, again, haven't had a PlayStation subscription for a while now, and just not able to afford a lot of the games that are coming out in general. Would have really liked for this stream on the 4th of July here to either be doing James Bond 007, one of my favorites of all time. They got that new Dying Light out, but that price tag is not really doing it for me. And then UFC 6 would have been nice too, but like I said, when I look at those ratings and those reviews right now, that might be one that Sony just decides to give us for the free. They might just decide, you know what, this one, I don't know what happened here. Oh shit. Did we just witness these two guys gonna fucking take it around the block and settle it mano-y-mano with the hands? How? Look at this fucking dude driving. Holy shit. But UFC 6 was definitely a possibility. Like I said, I've seen some other streamers playing it, and when I see the gameplay, it definitely looks nice. Never sat down and played it myself, but when I was looking at it, I said, you know what, that might be one that I have to wait on, because I don't know why, but like half the reviews, or like half the people that have played it or have reviewed it, it's like all negative. Like it's all like 1 stars, like half the reviews on that thing. So like I said, that might be one of them ones where Sony just decides, yeah, this didn't work out. Let's make that one for free. Not that we're going to be doing UFC 6 or EA UFC content here on the channel permanently, it's just I did see some streamers playing it, and I liked the gameplay, and I was like, damn, you know, I would kind of like to play that myself, but it's not so much about the price tag with it. But yeah, once I seen the ratings and the reviews, I'm like, you know what? Who knows where this one's gonna go. But the thing that I really liked about the UFC 6 game as well with EA is that they're incorporating and they're developing a lot more of their games now with the Frostbite engine, which is one of my favorite gaming engines of all time. If you've ever played Battlefield, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I definitely prefer Frostbite over Unreal, which Unreal Engine is what most games have been developed and played on over the past years. But Frostbite, I mean, I have a certain place in my heart for the Frostbite engine, and I really like it. So I'm happy that EA is definitely developing a lot more of their games with that engine in mind. And I think, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying this, you know, 100% positive. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first UFC with Frostbite in it. It could have been UFC 5 that used Frostbite engine first, but I think UFC 6 might be the first UFC game with Frostbite engine. If not, I'm wrong, but if it is, that's why the gameplay and stuff seems way more different and way more accurate and enhanced. It's just because that new engine from that Frostbite gameplay is definitely changing it. Definitely feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to get my hands on it for the low, especially if it keeps going the way that it's going. They'll definitely take the price down on it sooner or later. But right now it's pretty much a brand new game, so $70–80, like I said, is kind of a really big chunk of change out of my bank account right now. I work hard, Chad, I really do. I work hard every day. I just don't get paid a lot every day. Work hard every day, I just don't make a lot of money every day. But it is 6:30 here in Buffalo, New York, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna hang out with you guys maybe like another 12–15 minutes. We'll be ending this live stream very soon. These guys are just shooting it out in the public, like they don't even give a fuck. Absolutely no concern here. I have no idea what I just walked into, but if the police come, fuck it, we shoot it out with them too. I mean, I do want to loot some shit before these cops kind of start fucking with me here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. They're already fucking, yeah. But I want to see what some of the stuff we're laying down on the ground. Alright, we're gonna have to do this. Come on, come on. Take all that. This.
You playing fucking hide and seek?
Nobody said I was trying to hide. So, I'm feeling pretty good here now. We got pretty much most of the stuff I wanted. And we are 2-star. Yeah, that was definitely not a bad pickup in this area. A nice little area here. Ran up on the wrong one, buddy. Everybody run. Run for your life. There's a madman with a gun on the loose. He's coming to kill you.
Out of the way!
And now he's got a knife. Run for your life, baby girl. Run for your life. There's a madman with a knife on the loose. Move that ass, girl. Move that ass. There's a man with a knife on the loose. He's coming for you. Baby girl's down. Baby girl is down. Her whole spine gave out. That shit'll definitely mess up your spine too. Don't think it won't. What's up, buddy? You are now poisoned. You are now poisoned. Congratulations, you also electrocuted yourself and apparently got fucking eviscerated. Whole body fucking split in half here. What's up? He took a one shot to the face. And baby girl here. What's up? Sexy Red. Sexy Red is down. Alright. Who told me to come on out? Who wants me to come out and play? Oh, it's the Po. It's the Po-Po. What you gonna do? When the shit jump around come for you? Tell me, what you gonna do? Now that I think about it, there needs to be somebody going around Cyberpunk causing chaos to the fucking Cops theme. The Bad Boys theme from Cops and just... Tell me, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bad boys, bad boys. Nobody not catching no breaks. Tell me, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nah, now that I actually think about it, I don't know why that doesn't exist, but it should. Okay, baby girl, we see you, we see you. Don't mind me out here. I'm just after the loot. I'm definitely gonna fucking get whacked here. Oh, yep. They whacked me. Oh, there's a cyber psycho over there? Oh shit, might as well. Alright, where you at, jabroni?
Oh boy.
Dead security guard, no pulse. Body sustained severe injuries from a blunt weapon. Maybe our cyber psycho is on another melee build.
Ah! Fuck me.
Show yourself!
Well, darling. What are you up to?
Why is he...
Not like this!
Not like this!
Shotgun's fucking him up. Yeah, it's definitely messing him up. Well, buddy, get teabagged. And then... get poisoned. Take all that shit. Yeah, fuck that. So, the first song on A Deal with the Devil, War Memorial, was actually going to incorporate a suicide note that I actually wrote myself. But I just didn't include it on this song. I felt like, you know, maybe a different song or maybe some point at the album I could use it again or something, but I just decided to not use it for this one. But this album and this project does have the concept of me dealing a lot with, you know, just my personal devil and, you know, just trying to show Satan that in the end I'm the one who's stronger and I'm the one who's better because I control my life. You know, so, and I'm just trying to live my life doing the things that I love and that I care about and trying to create the ideas that I'm seeing the vision for, and hopefully, you know, I can see not only the vision for, but just see them becoming very successful in the way that I know they can be. Well guys, thank you so much for checking out my channel, spending some time with me on this 4th of July 2026 Independence Day here in Buffalo, New York.
Hey,
I know
I'm
this
standing here.
wasn't much of a crazy stream. I know we didn't do anything too crazy, too special, but anytime I get to kind of hang out with you guys, have a chance to talk and grow the community, grow the channel a little bit, that's always special for me, and I feel like it's, you know, always a thing that's kind of rare for me to do. So thank you again guys so much. I hope anybody out there enjoying your Independence Day weekend or just your 4th of July in general, spend some time with your friends, spend some time with your family, go watch a summer blockbuster this year, see a movie that you really want to watch, that is going to convince you to go to the theater, sit down in a seat, spend a couple hours out of your life to be entertained and enjoy some popcorn and a ice cold beverage, maybe some candy as well. So thank you again guys, have an awesome summer 2026. Please go see a blockbuster, please enjoy yourself. The next time we're streaming, who knows, most likely around my birthday, which isn't until October. So again guys, I don't know what's gonna happen next year on the channel in these next couple of weeks or these next couple of months, but I do have some plans of what I want to do, and it's all of a sudden raining here in Night City in Cyberpunk. I love when it rains in real life. I love when it rains in real life, and I love when it snows in real life. But thank you again guys for spending some time with me on this 4th of July and just hanging out with me, letting me talk with everybody and try to grow my channel a little bit. Until next time guys, the drive-in will forever live on, as Joe Bob would say. The movie theater should forever live on. Whatever you care about and whatever you want to do with your life, always follow your dreams. Keep staying passionate about the things that you love, and if you keep staying passionate and keep working hard at the things that you love, once you keep working at it for so long, once you do it for so long, eventually you become undeniable and you get to where you want to be. So always keep that in mind guys. Thank you so much again. Happy 4th of July. Until next time, peace God.
What?